If you didn't know, October is Menopause Awareness Month, and menopause is the natural conclusion of a woman's reproductive years. Common symptoms include mood changes, sleep problems, joint pain, dry skin and hair, and of course, those dreaded hot flashes. So joining us now is Dr. Jessica Shepard, Chief Medical Officer and OBGYN at HERS to talk about menopause awareness. Good morning, doctor. How are you?
Good. How are you? Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. I'm very happy we're talking about this. So let me kick it off. Is why do so many women feel unprepared for perimenopause or menopause?
I think that women really don't get the opportunity to learn all about the different cycles and stages that they go through life. And so for midlife, there's so many different changes when it comes to hormonal, but also how to balance all the other things that are going on in their lives. And perimenopause and menopause is one of those time frames that they don't get to discuss much with their healthcare provider.
And would you mind explaining the difference between perimenopause and menopause? Because I've heard both used, and I'm like, is it the same thing? Is it different?
Yeah, they're absolutely different. Menopause really is that time frame where you don't have any cycles no longer. Now, perimenopause can really last 7 years, 10 years, and it's really that fluctuation of hormones that occur during late 30s into 40s before menopause has some of the same symptoms, but when women still have a cycle, we consider that perimenopause. So there's a difference between the two.
Mhm.
Also in time frame, it's when the hormones are fluctuating and decreasing going towards menopause.
Okay. So what are then some of the most common symptoms, and how can they impact, daily life, daily activities?
Yeah, some of those common symptoms can be anything like hot flashes, night sweats, irritability, change in sleep, decrease in libido. And so those can wax and wane in different types of severity intensities through perimenopause. And usually in the first 2 to 3 years after menopause is when they'll intensify.
Yeah, I always hear about the hot flashes. So
Yeah.
what steps can women then take today to ease these symptoms of menopause and prepare for this stage of life?
Yeah, I think that there are many things that women can do when we think of lifestyle that can be with exercise and change in nutrition, but also because it's a major hormonal shift, is looking at the benefits of using hormone therapy, which is what we provide on the platform at hers.
Okay, so then, yeah, I was going to ask next, how is hers helping women in this stage of life?
Yeah, hers is really looking as a telehealth platform how to meet women in that transition in their life and looking how they can address hormones. Can it be beneficial? What are the options that they have for themselves as they go through this fluctuation to help ease the symptoms and have them have a better transition into menopause?
And Dr. Shepard, one final question, because there is some sort of societal stigma around menopause and talking about, the women, the monthly thing that comes, what is the best way for someone that might be going through perimenopause or menopause, to bring it up with their healthcare provider or even bring it up with their friends and loved ones?
Yeah, I think, to take away the stigma really means that every woman should feel empowered to talk about their health in a way and understanding that the earlier that I address these symptoms and make someone aware of them, that someone can help me and forming community around it, I think that they'll feel less stigmatized and the more empowered they'll feel to advocate for themselves and look at the tools that are out there to help them get through this.
And speaking of those tools, where can our viewers go to learn more and get more information?
Absolutely, they can go to forhers.com.
Awesome. Dr. Shepard, thank you so much for your time and spreading the awareness about this.
Thank you so much.
All right, you guys, coming up, we're going to check out our forecast for the week and get to our question of the day. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.